points for that.
For style.
Alrighty, so a couple of instructions before we get started. You guys will get 1 minute to look at your motion cards. That's your time to gather your thoughts before the presentation. You can write on those cards, tear them up, do whatever you want with them. But do not talk between each other. No super secret hand signals between each other, between the chairperson and you guys. After that 1 minute, your demonstration time will begin. You get up to 11 minutes before time deductions start getting taken out of your score. And then after that 11 minutes, we will do oral questions. We can all see the clock? Good?
Yes.
Any questions before we get started? Okay, right down there, we'll give you some points or some
All right.
instructions.
Yeah, so when I say 0, or I'll count down, you may pick up your card, start writing on it if you wish, but that 1 minute time will begin, okay? All right, 3, 2, you may begin. 1. 0. That is 1 minute. Dr. Maxwell will begin the timer on the gavel.
Is there any new business?
Madam Chair,
Number 3.
I move to reconsider the motion that reads, I move that the PBLFA chapter work with the Township Road Commissioner to coordinate a roadside cleanup day this summer. I voted on the prevailing side.
Second. It has been moved and seconded to reconsider the motion that reads, I move that the FFA chapter work with the Township Road Commissioner to coordinate a roadside cleanup day this summer. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair,
Number 3.
I voted against this motion, but seeing as that we now have a lot more FA members that are joining our FFA, I think that this would be a wonderful idea to reconsider this motion. So I urge you all to pass this reconsider.
Madam Chair,
Number 1.
I don't believe this is a good idea. Even though we do have more membership than before, we still don't have a set day in summer, and a lot of us are busy with our other activities such as summer jobs, etc. And just, we don't know who all is going to be interested in helping with this. I urge you to fail this reconsider.
Madam Chair,
Number 2.
I cannot lend my support to this reconsider. Seeing that our recent meetings, we've been struggling to reach a quorum, so I just don't think we would have enough participation in this event, especially if it's in the summer. So I urge all to fail this reconsider.
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
I cannot get behind this reconsider. I don't think that having this in the summer would be a great idea, since my previous speakers have stated that our chapter members would not be able to do this in the summer. Maybe if we were to do this in the fall instead, it would work, but the summer it would not. Please join me in not reconsidering this motion.
Madam Chair,
Number 4.
I'm still in agreement with this motion, seeing as in the summer we're always extremely busy with fairs and other stuff like that, and I don't think our members would have enough time to be able to participate in a cleanup day, so I don't feel it's reconsider.
Is there any other debate? Seeing none, we shall vote. All those in favor of reconsidering the motion that reads, I move that the FFA chapter work with the Township Road Commissioner to coordinate a roadside cleanup day this summer, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, reconsider fails. Is there any new business?
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
I move that the FFA chapter conduct a surplus hay drive in our community during the month of May, with the proceeds to be distributed to a drought-stricken FFA chapter in Kansas.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the FFA chapter conduct a surplus hay drive in our community during the month of May with proceeds to be distributed to a drought-stricken FFA chapter in Kansas. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
with our FFA chapter being in a rural area, I think that this hay drive would be a great idea. Seeing as we have a lot of farmers in our area, we would get a lot of pay for us. I also think that this would be a great community service thing for our members. Please join me in voting yes.
Madam Chair,
Number 1.
I don't believe this would be a good idea because in the month of May, we live in an area where hay is not very common to see around May, and with our drastic weather changes in central Illinois, it's just not reasonably sound for us to hold this. surplus hay drive when we will already be using our hay for other things. I urge you to bail this motion.
Madam Chair,
Number 3.
I cannot lend my support to this motion. The month of May is a very busy time for us, with our officer retreat coming up and state convention planning, and we do have to plan for a lot of our other meetings. So I urge you all to fail this motion.
Madam Chair.
Number 4.
I can really get behind this motion, mainly because I think that it would look great on our chapter as a whole, just to show us doing some more community service hours. And I know that a lot of people in our FFA want to get more hours so they can get their state and American degrees. So we're going to pass this motion.
Madam Chair.
Number 2.
I can definitely lend my support to this motion. Seeing that this would help and benefit other chapters throughout our great organization, it would just be a great way to build relationships, and it would also look fantastic on our upcoming POA. So I urge y'all to pass this motion.
Madam Chair.
Number 1.
I move to amend the main motion by striking out during the month of May. So the new motion would be, I move that the PPLFFA chapter conduct a surplus hay drive in our community with the proceeds to be distributed to a drought-stricken FFA chapter in Kansas.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to amend the main motion by striking out the month of May so that the motion would read, I move that the PPLFFA chapter conduct a surplus hay drive in our community with proceeds to be distributed to a drought-stricken FFA chapter in Kansas. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair.
Number 1.
I think this would be a good idea, seeing as one of our negative debates included that it was in the month of May. So if we were to get this to another time where we would possibly be able to not have as much on our plates at the time, I believe that this motion would have a better success at passing. I urge you to pass this amendment.
I urge to a question of parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
What is the immediate pending business?
The amendment. Is there any other debate?
Madam Chair.
Number 3.
I cannot get behind this amendment. Seeing as that one of my previous speakers have stated that hay is not very common now, since that the farmers are using a lot in the fields, so we'd not be able to get enough hay for this hay drive. So I urge you all to fail this amendment.
Madam Chair.
Number 2.
I cannot lend my support to this amendment. Seeing that this wouldn't give a set time or even a certain time of the year, this would just be really inconvenient to our members and participants who would be helping this. So I urge y'all to fail this amendment.
Madam Chair.
Number 4.
I really cannot get behind this amendment, seeing as we don't really have a set time, and like if we started to get hay for this chapter, then it might be too late. Or so I urge you all to fill this amendment.
Madam Chair.
Number 5.
I cannot get behind this amendment. Seeing as there's no set time, this would give us a lot of time on our plate, but it would also keep on just setting this motion back and back. Please join me in not passing this amendment.
Madam Chair.
Number 1.
After hearing negative debate from my fellow members on the floor, I request permission to withdraw the amendment.
Unless there is an objection, the motion is withdrawn. Is there any other debate on the main motion?
Madam Chair.
Number 2.
I move, due to the arrival of our guest speaker, I move to lay all matters on the table.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to lay all matters on the table due to the arrival of our guest speaker. We will now take a vote. All those in favor of laying all matters on the table, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, lay on the table fails. Is there any other debate on the main?
I have still a question of privilege.
What's your question?
May I talk my jacket and talk to you?
No, you may not.
Appeal.
Second.
An appeal has been made by number 3. The chair made this decision because taking off her jacket would take time away from our meeting. All those in favor of sustaining the decision of the chair, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it, the decision of the chair is sustained. Is there any other debate on the main motion?
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
I move to refer this to Committee of 5, appointed by the Chair, given full power to act.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to refer this motion to a committee of 5 appointed by the chair given full power to act. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
I think that if we were to refer this main motion to a committee, it would give them a lot more time to think about this motion and just to get the information that we need. Please join me in passing this to a committee.
Madam Chair.
Number 2.
I can definitely lend my support to this referral. Seeing that they could find out more information, gather details, see how much it would cost to transport all this hay to Kansas, I just think this should be referred. So I urge y'all to vote yes.
Madam Chair,
Number 4.
I can really get behind this referral, seeing as this committee is a different group of people, and they have a different mindset, and they could just really crack down on the more technical things that could be this motion. So I urge y'all to pass this referral.
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
I move to recess for 3 minutes.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to recess for 3 minutes. Let me remind you that this motion is not debatable, but it is amendable. Are there any amendments at this time? Seeing none, we shall vote. All those in favor of recessing for 3 minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it. The noes have it. Recess fails. Is there any debate on the referral?
Madam Chair.
Number 1.
I I move to postpone this motion to the definite time of our next meeting.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to postpone this motion to the definite time of our next meeting. Is there any debate?
Madam Chair,
Number 1.
seeing as the floor is not in agreement right now and that there's other pending business that we could be taking care of, I believe that this would be it would be better discussed at our next meeting once we can gather more information.
I rise to a parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
What is the vote required to pass this motion?
A simple majority.
Madam Chair,
Number 3.
I can lend my full support to this postponed definite. We really do not have much information right now, and I think if we postpone this to the next meeting, we'd be able to gather all of our information and figure out when and where this will be held and how we would get all these proceedings to go to Kansas. So I'd rather pass this postponement.
Madam Chair,
Number 5.
I can fully get behind this postponement, seeing as it'd be postponed to the next meeting. I think that this would give us a lot more time to think on this, and I just think that'd be a great idea. Please join me in postponing this motion.
Madam Chair,
Number 2.
I move to limit debate so that debate ends in 20 minutes.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to limit debate so that debate ends in 20 minutes. We will now take a vote. All those in favor of limiting debate so that debate ends in 20 minutes, please rise. Thank you, be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you, be seated. With the vote of 1 in favor and 4 against, limited debate fails. Is there any other debate on the postponed definitely?
Madam Chair,
Number 3.
I move the previous question.
Second.
Previous question has been moved and seconded. We will now take a vote. All those in favor of previous question, please rise. Thank you, be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you, be seated. With a vote of 4 in favor and 1 against, previous question passes. We will now vote on the postponed definitely. All those in favor of postponing this motion to the definite time of our next meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Division.
A division has been made. We will now take a rising vote. All those in favor of postponing this motion to the definite time of our next meeting, please rise. Thank you, be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you, be seated. With a vote of 5 in favor and none against, postpone definitely passes. Is there any business?
Madam Chair,
Number 2.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to adjourn this meeting. We will now take a vote. All those in favor of adjourning this meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. The ayes have it. This meeting is adjourned. Please rise for oral questions.
Contestant 1, you had postponed definitely.
Yes.
What is the purpose of postpone definitely by special order?
Can you restate the question, please?
Yes, ma'am. What is the purpose of postpone definitely by special order?
To stop the motion from being debated at the current meeting.
How long can a motion be postponed if an FFA chapter holds regular business meetings every week on the same day?
It may be postponed to the end of their next meeting.
Contestant number 2, you have limit debate. Limit or extend debate. The motion to limit or extend debate requires what vote to pass? When is the limit debate considered exhausted?
Can you restate the question, please?
When is the limit debate considered exhausted?
When the time it is trying to limit for has already been reached.
Thank you. Contestant number 3, you have reconsidered.
Yes.
The motion to reconsider can only be made by the member who voted with the prevailing side. Explain this.
The person that voted on the prevailing side, meaning they voted negative towards the reconsider, and think that because of new information now that this motion should be reconsidered, and that's why the only person that can reconsider a motion is someone that voted on the prevailing side.
There is a time limit on a motion to reconsider. What is that restriction?
Motion can be reconsidered by the end of that next meeting.
Thank you. Contestant number 4, you had division of assembly.
Yes.
How soon can a division of assembly be made?
immediately after a vote is taken.
When a division of the assembly is called, the chairperson is not obligated to take a counted vote. In large assemblies, how would the members demand a counted vote?
Could you restate the question?
When a division of the assembly is called, the chairperson is not obligated to take a counted vote. In large assemblies, how would the members demand a counted vote?
By asking politely.
Number 5, you had parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, I did.
What is the purpose of a parliamentary inquiry?
The purpose is to ask about information about pending business.
The chairman's response to a parliamentary inquiry is not subject to an appeal. Why not?
Because it is fully the chair's decision or opinion.
And last but not least, Madam Chair, if you are instructed by a motion of the assembly to form a committee, who selects the chairman of that committee? The chairman is responsible for maintaining the proper decorum in a meeting. This includes expecting floor members to conduct themselves in a professional manner, demonstrating proper etiquette when debating a motion. Robert's Rules of Order establishes rules of decorum in debate. Name 2 of those rules.
Not talking bad about certain organizations, not interrupting people.
Very good. Okay, you guys are all finished. Good job. You can leave your motion cards here and your number things here as well.